Residual soil because it is formed at the place of its origin over the underlying rocks. It is dark in color and it is suitable for cotton cultivation. So it is also known as the Reger soil or the black cotton soil. The Reger soils are concentrated over the Deccan lava tract, which includes parts of Maharashtra, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka. We can find Reger soil even in some parts of Rajasthan. This soil has a high proportion of Limca P, that is lime, iron, magnesium, calcium carbonate, and potash. And it is deficient in No-P, that is nitrogen, organic matter, and phosphorus. Then it is red soil. Red soil is formed from ancient crystalline metamorphic rocks of the Peninsular Plateau. Under prolonged weathering by rainfall, these rocks break up to form these soils. These soils differ from place to place. They are red in color as they contain large amount of iron oxides. At several places, their color slightly changes as they appear brown or grey. It looks yellow when it occurs in a hydrated form. This soil is mainly found on the plateau regions of the peninsular India. Red soil covers the states of Karnataka, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Odisha, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, and the northeastern states. Actually, if you look at it carefully, they practically encircle the entire black soil region on all sides. They extend northward in the west and along the Konkan coast of Maharashtra. So if we look at the characteristics of red soil, it is porous and it has high percentage of iron oxides. It is generally shallow and its pH value range from 6.6 to 8. It is poor in nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, and organic matter. It is not fertile but responds to fertilizers. It needs irrigation supports for cultivation. It contains soluble salts in small quantities. Next one is the laterite soil. Laterite soil is formed by the weathering of lateritic rocks. It is found in regions of heavy rainfall with alternating wet and dry periods. Due to heavy rainfall, lime and silica are leached out of the rocks. That is, they are extracted out of the rocks, leaving behind high content of iron oxides and aluminium. Finally, what is left out disintegrates, that is, it is subjected to weathering, and what we get is lateritic soil. Now these soils are of two types. One we call it as upland laterites and other one is lowland laterites based on their locations. So even this soil is red in color with a high content of iron oxides. It is poor in nitrogen, lime, and rich in iron. It is of a coarse texture, soft as well as friable. When I say friable, that is, the soil is loose. Well, it is loose because it has very low content of clay. Whereas we have seen that alluvial soil and black soil have high content of clay. Laterite soils have low fertility because of high acidity and low moisture retention. Manuring and other activities are required to make them suitable for growing crops. Now, crops that are grown on lower elevations are mainly paddy, whereas the crops that are grown on higher elevations are rubber, cinchona, and tea plantations. Coming to the next soil, and that is arid soils. These soils are derived from the disintegration of adjacent rocks and are largely blown from coastal regions and Indus Valley. Arid soils are characteristically developed in western Rajasthan, which exhibit characteristic arid topography. Arid soils range from red to brown in color. Now, they are generally sandy to gravelly in texture and have a high percentage of soluble salts. These soils are saline in nature. In some areas, the salt content is so high that common salt is obtained by evaporating the saline water. Due to the dry climate, high temperature, and accelerated evaporation, they lack moisture as well as humus. These soils are deficient in nitrogen and humus. The phosphate and iron content is normal, which is good for the soil. These soils are rich in minerals, but the main limitation is lack of water. The soils exhibit poorly developed horizons. Plants are widely spaced and chemical weathering in these regions is limited. Lower horizons of soils are occupied by conquered layer because of the increasing calcium content downwards. Now the conquered layer formation in the bottom horizon restrict the infiltration of water. As such, when irrigation is made available, the soil moisture is readily available for a sustainable plant growth. So we can say that this layer of calcium plays a very important role in retaining the water. Going ahead with the next soil, and that is mountain soil. Mountain soils are found in the valleys and hill slopes. These soils occupy about 8% of the total land area of India. They are formed due to mechanical weathering caused by snow, rain, temperature variations. Now, soil formation is quite slow in mountainous areas. This is because of the low temperatures, and so mountainous soils are comparatively